much good is a one-arm man going to be against Brock Lesnar?
Alberto Del Rio's shocking return to WWE has sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, igniting fierce debate among fans and insiders alike. Once a top star with immense potential, Del Rio's career was marred by controversy and scandal, leading to his quiet removal from WWE's spotlight for years. Now, under Triple H's creative leadership, WWE has taken a bold, and some say reckless, step by welcoming him back. What was meant to be a strategic move to boost ratings and reconnect with Latin American audiences is quickly being called one of the biggest mistakes in recent WWE history. Many believe Triple H has jeopardized the company's progress by bringing back a figure whose past baggage overshadows his talent, risking locker room morale and alienating loyal fans. This return isn't just a comeback, it could be the moment that ruins a once promising superstar and challenges the very foundation of WWE's future. The rise of a star. Alberto Del Rio's glittering early career. Once hailed as a meteoric rising star, Alberto Del Rio dazzled WWE audiences with his aristocratic persona, a charismatic veneer dripping in luxury. His entrances were nothing short of cinematic. Gleaming luxury cars rolling into arenas, the loyal Ricardo Rodriguez announcing his arrival with a sharp, sonorous voice that instantly set the stage ablaze. His in-ring style was both brutal and elegant, with the devastating cross-arm breaker finisher that left opponents writhing in pain. Del Rio wasn't just a wrestler, he was a spectacle, a symbol of class, power, and raw talent. He amassed an impressive trophy case, WWE Championship, World Heavyweight Championship, and even a Royal Rumble victory to his name. Positioned as the next great Latino star to carry the torch alongside legends like Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio, his career was poised for greatness. But behind the glittering facade, cracks began to form. From glory to controversy, the darkening of Del Rio's legacy. Del Rio's first WWE tenure ended abruptly and bitterly in 2014. The catalyst was a backstage incident that sent shockwaves through the locker room and beyond. Del Rio slapped a social media employee after the latter allegedly made a racist joke. While many sympathized with his reaction, WWE's response was unambiguous. They severed ties with him immediately. His brief return in 2015 failed to reignite the fire fans once felt. His alliance with Zeb Coulter in the short-lived Mex America faction was met with indifference, and the League of Nations, which promised much, fell flat in its execution and fan reception. Behind the scenes, tension simmered. Del Rio was reportedly frustrated with creative directions, and his off-screen relationship with Paige became a source of constant media scrutiny. The toxic nature of that relationship cast a long shadow over his reputation. By 2016, he quietly exited WWE again, this time amid whispers of broken trust and backstage strife. The shocking return, a move that has divided fans and locker room alike. Yet in 2025, everything changed, and seemingly overnight. WWE's official website quietly reinstated Del Rio in its alumni section, a small but deliberate action fans quickly noted as anything but accidental. This tiny update unleashed a torrent of speculation across the wrestling community. Then came confirmation from respected sources in Mexico. WWE had signed Alberto Del Rio once more. No rumors, no whispers. A fact that struck like lightning through social media and wrestling news outlets. The reaction was immediate and electric, a wildfire of debate and opinion. Some fans were stunned, others outraged, and many bewildered. A vocal minority clung to cautious hope. Could Del Rio rewrite his story? Could this be the redemption arc wrestling sorely needed? Yet the majority remained skeptical, questioning the timing and the wisdom behind resurrecting a figure so laden with baggage. The fallout, talent cuts, and locker room unrest. Adding fuel to the fire was the timing of Del Rio's return announcement. Just days earlier, WWE had executed a sweeping round of talent releases, Some rising stars, freshly called up from NXT, others finding their footing on the main roster, suddenly cut loose without warning. WE framed these layoffs as tough but necessary business decisions aimed at streamlining resources and sharpening creative focus. But with Del Rio's signing revealed immediately after, fans and insiders began to question the narrative. Was this really about budgets? Or was WWE making room for controversial, high-profile returns at the expense of new and loyal talent? Inside the WWE locker room, whispers of discontent grew louder. Many wrestlers expressed frustration, not just at the cuts, but at what Del Rio's return represented, a setback for younger, hard-working wrestlers who have maintained clean reputations and earned their place through dedication and professionalism. The women's locker room speaks out. Pain and unease. Within WWE's women's division, the news of Alberto Del Rio's return has sent shockwaves of discomfort and unease. This is not just another roster update. It's a deeply personal and painful reminder of a turbulent chapter that many inside the company would rather forget. The history between Del Rio and Paige, once one of WWE's brightest and most beloved female stars, remains a raw and unresolved wound. Paige's journey in WWE was marked not only by her in-ring brilliance, but also by her courage in facing off-screen struggles. Her highly publicized and toxic relationship with Del Rio was a dark cloud that loomed over her career and personal life. Though she has since moved forward, the scars remain vivid for her supporters and close allies inside WWE. For them, welcoming Del Rio back feels like reopening old wounds, a stark disregard for the pain Paige endured. More than just an emotional blow, this decision carries symbolic weight. It sends a disheartening message about whose voices are prioritized within WWE's culture. Unanswered questions. What lies ahead for Del Rio and WWE? Amid the swirling controversy, crucial details about Alberto Del Rio's return remain frustratingly unclear, adding layers of speculation and unease. What kind of contract has he signed? Is he slated for a full-time comeback, prepared to climb the ranks once more as an active competitor? Or will he serve in a limited capacity, perhaps as a veteran presence or ambassador aimed at expanding WWE's reach in Latin American markets? There's a growing sense that this move may be part of a broader strategy to tap into WWE's international fan base, especially in Mexico and other Latin American countries where Del Rio's name still holds significant sway. But fans and insiders alike wonder, is this merely a marketing ploy, or is there a carefully crafted creative vision behind his reintroduction? The absence of any public explanation or statement from WWE leadership has only deepened the mystery and fueled skepticism. Triple H, who now oversees WWE's creative direction, has built a reputation for transparency, championing fresh talent and long-term storytelling. Yet this decision, reportedly made behind closed doors, represents a striking departure from that openness. Triple H's leadership under scrutiny, a risky gamble. Triple H has long been hailed as WWE's creative savior, a man who revolutionized the company by infusing it with fresh energy, indie spirit, and serious wrestling credibility. Under his stewardship, NXT emerged as a vital third brand, nurturing emerging talent and emphasizing layered, meaningful narratives that resonated with modern fans. But the decision to bring back Alberto Del Rio has cast a shadow over this legacy, raising uncomfortable questions about whether Triple H is losing sight of the values that defined his era. For many fans, this move feels like a retreat into controversy rather than progress. If Del Rio's return works, if he can recapture the magic, maintain professionalism, and show growth beyond his troubled past, this could become a remarkable story of redemption and resilience. A man who lost everything, only to walk the hard path back to glory, could inspire a new generation and reinforce WWE's commitment to second chances grounded in accountability. However, the stakes are high. Should Del Rio stumble, become embroiled in fresh controversy, or fail to connect with fans and locker room alike, the fallout could be devastating. A test for WWE. Redemption or disaster? Alberto Del Rio's unexpected return isn't just a headline. It's a pivotal moment that puts WWE's values, leadership, and long-term vision under intense scrutiny. This move tests the integrity of Triple H's creative direction and raises questions about the culture WWE is choosing to cultivate in 2025. Every decision surrounding Del Rio, from how he's booked to how he's received backstage, will be watched closely by fans, media, and the locker room alike. This comeback could evolve into a powerful story of redemption, one that showcases growth, accountability, and the company's ability to offer genuine second chances. But just as easily, it could spiral into a damaging misstep, one that fractures trust, alienates rising talent, and sends the message that controversy is forgivable if ratings follow. The wrestling world is divided, emotions are high, and WWE's next moves will define its path forward. Will Del Rio redeem himself, or will this become the cautionary tale that haunts WWE for years to come?